Oh boy, a new Nintendo Direct focus on Smash Bros. Ultimate? I can't wait to see what new features and characters Sakurai and his team might add this time. Wait, is that Simon Belmont? King K. Rool? Oh my gosh, he actually did it! Man, Sakurai really never disappoints with his Smash Bros. Announcements. Whenever I think I am, satisfied with the game as it is, him and his team just have this tendency of coming up with some new crazy idea or battle mode that I never thought I wanted until they go ahead and announce it. This new Smash installment really seems like it might be Sakurai's greatest game yet, just from the sheer scale of things. But what has me the most excited is that it really feels like the developers are trying their hardest to please fans with the additions of some highly requested characters, some exciting new game modes, and even more stuff they haven't announced just yet. And there's no better proof of this idea than the recent Direct, where Sakurai announced the addition of the highly requested Chrom and Dark Samus in the form of some new Echo Fighters. Sure, we have yet another Fire Emblem character, but hey look, it's Dark Samus, that makes up for it, right? Hey look, it's Kraid in HD! What makes Dark Samus such a fun inclusion into the roster is that it's the first character to represent the highly acclaimed Metroid Prime franchise. Sure, it might not be the best way to represent the series considering that this is a clone character, but at least this is some way of Nintendo acknowledging the existence of the Prime games to begin with. By this, I mean that in Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS, all we got were trophies that came from Metroid Other M, with the obvious exception of Dark Samus since she was an assist trophy in the game. And for the past couple of years, a lot of Metroid's representation of the series was mostly focused on this game, considering that it was the newest installment at the time. So for me, this inclusion comes with both excitement and a little bit of a disappointment. I'm very excited to play as Dark Samus almost because of the same reasons as Ridley. It's a character that you didn't have a chance to control beforehand, and it's yet another villain that gets added to a roster that is mostly comprised of heroes. However, I am a bit disappointed simply because almost none of Dark Samus' unique moves from the Prime games made their way into Super Smash Bros. I don't think I would be this upset if it weren't for the fact that her assist trophy in Smash for Wii U had her performing a lot of these attacks in the first place, like the scatter shot or her face-on shield. I think it was a missed opportunity to not only make her into a newcomer that played a lot differently than Samus, but also making an Echo Fighter that had a lot of visual differences from its original counterpart. It just comes as a bit of a shock that her attacks don't have any face-on inspired visuals like her screw attack, bombs, or missiles. Especially when you consider the fact that, well, she's made out of the substance to begin with. But I do understand why the Smash developers decided to make her into an Echo Fighter instead of a newcomer. I'd rather have the team spend more time and energy into making brand new characters, gameplay modes, and stages than trying to make Dark Samus into its own separate entity. And because of this is why I'm not completely disappointed about this design choice in regards to her moveset. At least comparing her to, say, Dark Pit or Lucina, Dark Samus really is looking to have a lot of unique animations and properties to her attack that give her a completely different image and personality. And this helps to justify her addition into the roster considering how distinct she feels from her original counterpart. I guess at this point anything really seems to be possible in regards to who can join the roster of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And it really feels like Sakurai is trying his best to please his fans by adding characters that have been highly requested over the past couple of years, and who knows what other surprises he might have in store for us in the future. As for me, I'm really hoping they bring something like Melee's adventure mode or the Subspace Emissary, considering the amount of villains that are being added onto the roster, and I would love to be able to control these characters outside of a regular battle mode. In regards to characters that I would like to see added, I'm still having my hopes for another hunter from the Metroid series. Perhaps a character to represent the Monster Hunter franchise considering that Rathalos is in the game, Geno from Super Mario RPG alongside Banjo-Kazooie, and of course my most anticipated characters would be either the androids from Nier Automata and Elma from Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's almost like I made an entire video about Elma being in Smash. In the end, seeing the addition of characters that fans have been asking for a while alongside a bigger representation of the Metroid series has gotten me so excited about this game's release when compared to that of any other Smash installment in the past. Let me know what are your thoughts in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching.